what is this area?
This is our shooting house where we test every single gun.
Oh, cool.
All the guns are tested at least with 3 shots before they go out to packaging.
Okay, so this is Brian. He's actually one of the owners here. I was corrected a moment ago because I got that wrong. but he's also the guy that's in charge of production. I guess you keep things running smoothly around here and all put them together.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, whenever we get the orders, process the orders, they come in through here. This room has a cycle. So if the parts come in, we usually put the orders up on the board. They get lasered. And then once they're ready, they go from laser onto the assembly side. We do partial builds, we do team builds, so partial part of the firearm gets built, whether it be lowers here and then uppers here to finish. So this process goes through, cycles all the way from here. The guns get built, typically they get put on gun racks. Once it's done.
Okay, a lot of our product goes overseas, and overseas we need to laser engrave the barrels.
Okay.
And the barrels have to say, you know, the serial number, caliber, and so does the bull carrier group has to say serialization and caliber, and the lower has to say the serial number and the caliber. Most of these parts are lasered here, and they're lasered in groups. Like they'll be lasered the lower, the barrel, and the bull carrier all together.
Okay.
So that way we maintain a correct assembly.
Right.
And we won't mix and match, you know, a barrel serialized for another gun. You know?
Right.
So that way it all works. So then in the back wall, we do all our upper receivers. They're done there, and then the lower receivers, I'm sorry. And then on these tables, they do the upper receivers.
Okay.
And then they slap them together and put them on racks and take them for inspection, like Brian was saying earlier. And then when they're inspected, they go off to the shooting room. The shooting room come back, they get cleaned up, then they get sent to shipping bags and tags them.
Okay. Okay.
We have our weekly production of lowers are here. So you can see, you know, different racks for different customers.
Okay.
That are going up. Here we have probably over 600-700 guns.
That's a bunch.
Yeah, ready to go.
That's a bunch. So all of this production and keeping everything straight that Brian takes care of, that's quite a job just to keep that all going straight.
It's when orders are heavy, this is like a Chinese fire drill.
No, I'll bet. I'll bet. Yeah.
And another part of your quality control.
But every single gun is inspected, test fired, re-inspected, and if anything, any hiccups, they go back through the line again. They get redone again.
Okay.
So every single time we have whatever hiccup on a gun, it has to start back from scratch.
So you guys, there's nothing that comes out of here that's junk. Not one thing that comes out of here that's junk. They're all good guns. So that's more of the reason as why to look at Brigade over some of the other AR-15s. AR-15 is a pattern gun. They're all basically the same design, but each manufacturer has better or worse quality control, better procedures.
Quality control is everything.
That's everything, yeah. So that's going to affect accuracy and reliability.
Correct. If you get a bad barrel, you get a barrel that was not manufactured correctly, that barrel's not going to be accurate.
Right.
So the gun's obviously going to be junk.
Okay. So what do we have here, Gus?
Well, here we have the AR-15. This is a 16-inch gun. We also have these in 14 and a half. You know, we can do them in 12s and a half. We can do them in 10 and a half. We can do them. We have them in 7 and a half, 5 and a half. The 5 is a real shorty, like a little truck gun. And you can put a folding stock on it or something like that, and you know, throw it in a backpack, and it's very, very compact. It's like 14 inches. But this is our standard 15-inch rail, 16-inch barrel, the A2 flash suppressor. It's just, you know, simple gun, very accurate.
And it of course has this magic thing right here that makes it better, right there, the Brigade emblem.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's on there.
That's on there. It's a nice gun. It's just a nice feeling gun. Nice, very well balanced gun. I mean, you can top it with any optic you want. You know? All these parts are very tight tolerance, ones with each other. I mean, so it's a nice little platform. Here we have the same thing, but all decked out.
Okay.
This is the Strike Industry. What is it again?
Collab.
Collab.
Which is short for collaboration?
Exactly.
Okay, so, all right, so it's a collaboration with Strike.
Yeah, this has all the bells and whistles on it. I mean, it's very, very nice little package here with ambi all the way around.
Yeah.
And it has this, which is Strike Industries as well.
King Comp.
It's called King Comp. King Comp.
That's the oppressor, and that's the King Comp.
Right.
Okay.
So we have the comp here, which you can use when you're outside, but when you're in a range or something like that, you know, put this so you can, you know,
Yeah.
help your
neighbors
neighbors.
are going to kill you.
Your neighbors survive.
Can we take that off just for a second? Can you bring that in close? Take close up with here.
Let me just put it on.
All right.
There it's on.
Okay.
And then you take it off, you push it in, and then you pull it out.
Okay. Now, what we were talking about is a compensator is it limits the amount of recoil. But these two ports right here on the side, and well, actually all the ports that are on the side, hot gas is going to expand through there. And two things happen. One, you get a little bit of a fireball out to the sides, but the next thing is you get a horrendous amount of noise that's kind of shot to the side. So if you're at the gun range and you're sitting next to somebody that has one of these, ear protection or not, you're going to be sorry about it.
You're going to feel a concussion.
Yeah, it's going to really affect you. So this device that goes on the outside, it takes that away. So you're not killing your neighbor at the gun range with the noise and the concussion.
Correct.
Fantastic device.
And to put it back in, you just push it in,
And twist, huh?
push it in, and twist.
That's fantastic.
It's on there.
And it just goes right over the top of the existing compensator.
Yeah, they have an adapter that you can just put behind the A2 normal flash suppressor, and it works just the same.
Okay, fantastic.
There should be one.
FD. I think.
Okay, and that has that.
This is
that
your standard.
collar on the back of it.
Okay, this one doesn't even have a bolt carrier in it, so we're good.
Okay.
But this one has the adapter right here,
Right.
and this is a normal A2 flash suppressor. So if you want to hold on to this,
Okay. All right.
and I take it off this, and I'm not locking anything over it, and you just put it on here.
Push down and it does the same job. Look
The
at that.
same job.
That's wonderful, and that's that little three prong. collar
Adapter,
that's
like
on
it,
the gun.
you know, where the where the crush washer goes, it goes right in there.
Fantastic.
You know, and it just plugs in. Push down.
Yep. And that's it, and it's locked on. That's beautiful. What a wonderful piece.
Yep. Yeah, we have this in 5.56. We have this in 300 blackout. We have it in 7.62 by 39. I particularly like the 7.62 by 39. They're cheaper on the ammo compared to the 300 blackout, and the punch is great.
Yeah, I like the heavier projectiles in it.
Yeah.
They're not as susceptible to windage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can, I mean, on steel, you can shoot 100 yards to the 300 blackout on steel, and you can hear the bang, but then you shoot it with a 7.62 by 39, and it goes bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Big difference. And for hog.
Fantastic. Well, these are gorgeous. Like you know what? I haven't seen anything you guys make that isn't just beautiful. I mean, they're really attractive guns as well as really good. The tolerances are tight. The functionality is good. They're
Yeah.
fantastic. Okay. So what do we have here, Gus?
All right, this is our BM10.
Okay.
The BM10 is the larger frame for the 308, 6.5, all the 308 variant calibers.
Okay.
So this one right here is a 16-inch gun. This is billet, and billet as well.
Oh, okay. On the dust cover.
Yeah, dust cover's billet. I mean, these things are tight.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no movement, no wiggle room on this thing. It's ambi, so here you have the bolt catch release, the magazine release. Here you have the magazine release, the bolt catch release. These usually come with the ambi selector, so there should be an ambi selector. They didn't put it on this one, but it comes in with a 3.5 match trigger as well
Okay.
from Brigade. It comes in with the adjustable stock from B5,
Okay.
B5 grip, 16-inch barrel. So I personally shoot this gun a lot, and this gun is accurate to 500 yards.
So this is like Brigade's version of the A10 or of the AR-10.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
great.
It's an AR-10 platform which uses AR-10 magazines.
I noticed some differences. If you can get a close-up of the receiver, that this is bolstered quite a bit in here. This is a much heavier receiver, and it matches into the rail versus the 5.56 model, which here is, you can see it's a little smaller. I mean, it does match into the rail on top, but the side part
No,
here.
it's a forging, yeah. It's a forging, so you really can't, we
Right.
machine all these parts, but I mean, the forging, you can't really modify. So, and a billet, you can do, whatever you need to do to
Right.
make it look,
So you can see this is a rugged piece of equipment. This is pretty
Yeah.
solid.
yeah, it's a solid gun. I mean, you can feel this gun, it's a solid gun.
Yeah. Got some weight to it.
That's a great hot gun. Right
Oh,
there.
I'll bet you that would be.
That's a popper right there.
Yep, yep. That's actually what I used when I was in law enforcement. It was a 308, but it was
Yeah.
with bolt action Remington 7.
Yeah, the semis right now are as accurate as almost any bolt.
Yeah.
I mean, these guns are extremely accurate. They're below a minute of angle
Mm-hmm.
at 100. Some are even half a minute of angle
Yeah.
at 100. I mean, this is our 20-inch configuration. We have it all the way up to, I think, 24-inch
Okay.
configuration. So we'll have the 24, 20, 18 and 16 on the 308, and the 6.5 we have them on 22 and 24.
Right.
This is fixed up with a Swamp Fox scope, which are very nice scopes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It's a beautiful machine.
yeah, they're I think 34 millimeter tubes.
Right.
It's a
Warhawk.
Warhawk.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 5x25, and I tell you what, it shoots great. I mean, this gun shoots all the way out to 800 yards without a blunt.
Okay, and when we look at this scope, when he was talking about a 24 millimeter,
44.
or excuse me,
34.
34 millimeter tube here. The larger this tube is here, the better the light gathering capability of the scope. If you have a 1-inch scope, it's
Which
not,
is the standard
which
back
is
in
the
the day.
standard back in the day, you're not going to gather as much light. So in darker conditions, you have a lot more trouble seeing with it.
Correct.
This thing, you're not going to have trouble seeing things in the dark. So
Yeah, especially in the mornings and the evenings when the sun's going down.
Right,
The sun's coming
exactly.
up. You get a lot better light gathering.
The other thing is that one of the things that I don't know if you'll notice this or not, but all of these guns are manufactured without standard sights on them. So when you put a scope on it, you're not actually modifying the gun. What you are doing is adding a sight system to that gun. If you don't want one of these
Swamp Fox.
Swamp Fox scopes, you can go with another manufacturer, Leopold, whatever you want. That's why they don't put the scope on there from the factory unless you want it.
Everybody has a preference.
Because everybody has a different tastes in what they feel is the best scope.
And the same thing with the colors. We have them in, I think it's 5 or 6 different colors. We have them in black. We have them in FDE. We have them in OD green. We have them in midnight bronze. We have them in bronze. We have them in
Crimson red.
tungsten, crimson red, titanium blue. I mean, you name it. I mean,
You guys can get it.
you can
That's
pull this thing up
fantastic.
in any which color you want and any configuration you want.
Yeah.
I mean,
So that's fantastic. These are great.
yeah, this is a
And
beautiful.
these two are the 308s. This is the 5.56 here.
Correct.
What a great gun.
Yeah, we have these in 6.5 and 6.5 Creedmoor and the 308.
Okay.
Obviously, the
Fantastic.
6.5 Creedmoor is going to give you a little better accuracy.
Right,
It's a flatter trajectory bullet.
right. Well, I love them.
Yeah, they're nice. And they have the QD in the back here as well
Okay,
on the frame
right,
on the receiver.
okay. And you got another one right here on the side of the the rail here.
Yeah, they're on the rail. You can see on the adjusted back, you have a QD back there as well.
There's one on the stock too, isn't
Yeah,
there?
yeah, Abby on both sides.
Fantastic. Well, I love these things. These are beautiful. Can I have one in my Christmas stocking?
If it'll fit.
Hey, I got big feet.
Once the gun's
Did you get him? Thanks.
Just so you know, my cameraman is right now having a bout with a fly that has been attacking him all day. So
Where do you have it?
we're going to...
Got him.
Got him, yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Ow.
all right.
There, film him.
Oh,
And just so you know,
Got the fly.
that hurt.
I got hit.
That'll make it to the bloopers.
Just so you know, I got hit in the head earlier.
Payback is hell.
I'll pay back
It was a
to
little running slow now.
Wait, hold on. Frisbees are gonna go away soon. That's beautiful.
It would have been better if you'd used your fist. Hey everybody, Bill 1911 here. Hey listen, if you're watching this video, if you're enjoying it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, okay? That's really important to us. And make sure you like us, and by all means, come to visit us at askbill1911.com.